Machine gun jetpack, the dumbest way to fly. Ever dreamed of strapping a bunch of machine guns to your back, pointing them at the ground and blasting off into the sky like a discount Iron Man? Spoiler alert, theoretically it's possible. But before you start looting an armory, let's dissect this gloriously insane idea. The recoil principle. Here's the deal. When you fire a machine gun forward, the recoil shoves you backward like a cartoon character slipping on a banana peel. Point the barrel downward, and that recoil should launch you upward. It's Newton's third law. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Sounds simple, right? Well, buckle up your tactical vest because things are about to get wild. Can a machine gun lift itself? First question, does a machine gun have enough oomph to hoist its own weight, or will it just sit there sulking? If your gun weighs 5 kilo but only musters 4 kilo of recoil force, it's not going anywhere, except maybe to the gym for a workout. In engineering terms, this is called the thrust-to-weight ratio. If it's less than 1, you're stuck on the ground. The Saturn V rocket, for example, had a ratio of 1.5, which is why it moonwalked to, well, the moon. Guess what? The AK-47 boasts a ratio of 2. That means if you point it downward and hold the trigger, it could theoretically soar like a drone on Red Bull. Not all machine guns are this ripped, though. The M60, for instance, is more like a lazy couch potato, too heavy to lift off. The math of madness. Recoil force boils down to two things: the mass of what you're shooting, mostly bullets, and the velocity at which they're launched. Multiply those and you've got your force. For example, an AK-47 firing 10 8-gram bullets at 715 MPa generates enough kick to lift its 4.8 kilo self. And here's a bonus: the gun doesn't just shoot bullets, it also spews hot gases and explosive particles, adding about 30% more thrust. Jetpack dreams and squirrel ambitions. So, will one AK-47 turn you into a flying superhero? Nope. It can lift itself, but its spare thrust is so weak it could barely send a squirrel to the stars. To carry a human or even a chunky cat, you'd need more guns. 2 AKs, double the thrust, double the fun. Now you can lift about 5 kilos of extra weight. Keep adding guns, and soon you've got a platform decked out with firepower. But here's the catch: ammo. An AK-47 standard magazine holds 30 rounds. And at 10 shots per second, you're empty in 3 seconds. That's not even a wee, it's more like, oh, it's over. Bigger magazines help, but load more than 250 rounds, and the gun gets too heavy to lift itself. To actually fly, you'd need something like 25 AK-47s, each packed with 250 rounds. This beast could hit 100 milliwatts and climb half a kilometer into the sky. Want to go big? Ditch the AKs and grab a GAU-8 Avenger, the monstrous cannon from the A-10 Warthog. It fires 60 half-kilo bullets per second, generating 5 tons of recoil. For comparison, the A-10's engines only produce 4 tons of thrust each. Slap a couple of these on a frame and you're not just flying, you're breaking physics. Fun fact, if I bolted a GAU-8 to my car, shifted to neutral, and fired backward, I'd outrun every speed camera before you could say a ticket. The problem? The recoil is so intense, it can damage the plane it's mounted on, let alone a car. So, unless your jetpack is made of mythical vibranium, you're probably pancake material. The verdict: yes, you can build a machine gun jetpack. With a pile of AK-47s or a pair of GAU-8s, you might even soar over mountains if you survive the acceleration, the noise, and the inevitable structural collapse. But let's be real. This is the kind of idea that sounds brilliant at 2 a.m., but ends with you explaining to the authorities why your jetpack rained bullets on a suburb. So if you're itching to fly, grab a drone or, a plane. Leave the machine guns to action movies and squirrels with big dreams.